Good evening. This is Caroline Tapkin here for Travel Daily's Inspiring Women in Travel Asia series. And today we're joined by Monika Anggreni, who is with Air Asia, I believe, as a pilot. So Monika, welcome. And please tell us who you are and what you do.
Hello, Caroline. Good evening, and thank you for having me here today. And I'm Monika. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm a pilot, and I've been working with Air Asia Indonesia as a pilot from July 2005 until now. And I reached a total of 13,000 flight hours. Then, yes, I published a book, Ironbird Monika, the title. And why I wrote the book is because that I can show the spirit and motivate, especially to women that with hard work, high spirit, unyielding soul, and high discipline and strong mental. If God permits, along the parents' support and prayer, could reach the dreams that we want, such as to be a pilot or other professions.
That's fantastic, Monika. When did you write the book?
2015, but published on 2016.
That's quite an achievement. So not only are you a captain for an airline, you've written a book.
Yeah, 1 year I've become a captain. I tried to write a book, then publish it 1 year later.
That's amazing. So how did you get to be a pilot? What did you study and how did you get to where you are now?
Okay, my dream wasn't to be a pilot, actually. And that's my father's dreams. Then after I was graduated from senior high school, I took an entrance examination for as architecture major in several university. So before I want to be an architect, then my parents had full support on my dreams. And my father promised that I could take the test either to be an architect or a pilot. Then I was disappointed to know none of the university wanted to accept me in architect major. But I wasn't sad. I realized that my drawing talent wasn't enough to fulfill the criteria become an architect. Then I finally chose civil engineering major, which was related to building at the Trisakti University Engineering Faculty. Then I started studying there at 1994. Besides registering in the several university, I also registered in the aviation major at Indonesian Aviation Higher Education at Curug. But I failed halfway through the entrance examination. But there was still one more school that was related to the aviation industry, but I still needed to wait for the entrance examination, which was Juanda Flying School. The entrance examination at Juanda Flying School was conducted when I was still studying at the university. After I finished mid-semester exam, I went to Surabaya to take part in Juanda Flying School entrance examination. Then I was accepted. I studied there for 2 years, 1994 until 1996. Then after that, continue to studying at Avindo Flying School in 1997. And that's the 1997, there's a economic crisis. So I cannot get the job as a pilot. Then I go to the university, but in economic majoring at Trisakti, and earn bachelor of economic degree from Trisakti University in 2002. And after that, I have to try to find another job because it's very difficult to get a job in aviation industry. Then finally, after 8 years, in September 2004, I started my career in aviation industry in Star Air, that's an airline industry, as a first officer, or we can say as a co-pilot, and took a training to run the MD-80s type rating in Scandinavian airline system at Stockholm, Sweden. Then I become the first female pilot to fly MD-80s plane at Star Air.
The
And
first
after
female
that,
pilot.
yeah, at the MD-80s at the Star Air.
Fantastic.
Then after, yeah, because the amount of female pilot in this airline industry is, I think, a minority.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely minority, yes.
Yeah. Then after that, 10 months of flying with Star Air, the company was bankrupt, stop operation. Then I joined it, our AWR airline, which was then changed to Air Asia Indonesia.
I mean, that's fantastic. So you had quite a roundabout education to get to where you are. You wanted to be an architect. That didn't work out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
studied aviation and then economics.
Yes.
So you've really continued with this dream that was actually your father's and not really yours in the beginning.
Yeah, it's I think very different.
Very different, yes, yes. So who inspires you?
My parents, especially my father, inspire me.
Is your
And
father involved in aviation?
yes, my parents were both an Air Force. That impact the way of my work and also my life.
It would do, yes.
Yes.
Yes, so that's why he dreamt of you being a pilot.
Yes.
And today, who inspires you? What keeps you going today? What motivates you?
Today, also, my parents, still my parents, my mom.
Your parents.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's not easy for me to become a pilot. Then my achievement now is not the result for 1 or 2 years of work, but it takes more than 10 years and need more effort to become a professional pilot. But I have to prove them that's why I have to keep moving. I'm motivated by the goal that I have for myself and the thing that I want to achieve. That's because, yeah, my parents' dream, especially my father,
And how many female pilots are there in Air Asia?
In Air Asia Indonesia, no, for about 10%.
10%.
Around 30 female pilots now in Indonesia Air Asia.
Okay.
But in Asia, I don't know actually.
In Indonesia Air
Yeah,
Asia,
yeah,
10%.
yeah.
And do you find it difficult sometimes being a female pilot? What difficulties do you have?
The difficulties, I think I have to prove that but there is no difference between female and male pilots. But I just do my best, showing my ability to be a good pilot and professional, I think.
And do the male pilots also respect you and you find it easy to work with them?
Yes, of course.
That's good. That's good. So how, you said you've written a book to help motivate other people. What else are you doing to help others?
Empowering
Mm-hmm.
and encourage those start from those around us, and then supporting them by maybe if I flew with my partner, my co-pilot, or my team, just we make a discussion and supporting them. If they have the ideas, we can talk, we can discuss, and give a positive work environment that all contribute from them.
What is the best thing about your job?
The best thing is maybe I can.
What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy most about your job?
Yeah, because every time I flew, every time I have a flight duty, my partner and my team is different person.
Mm-hmm.
And every day or every time when I go flying, that I can meet the different people, different country, different destinations. So I think more experience, more what?
So I mean, yes, every day is different.
Yeah,
So different people every
different.
time.
Yes.
Where do you fly to most of the time? What routes do you fly?
In 2 years, in the pandemic, the most I flew in is domestic flight.
Right.
On Java, Sumatra, and then there is the one flight to Kuala Lumpur only, international flight. Then other is only domestic flight.
Yes, the last 2 years have been very different, haven't they?
Yeah.
Is that starting to change now? Do you have more international flights now?
Not yet, only Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Okay. Hopefully those soon.
I don't know, but hopefully,
Hopefully soon. Yes. So if you were talking to young girls who want to know how to get into aviation, what advice would you give them?
Okay, I think there's nothing cannot be done even by a woman, especially in the aviation industry, or maybe they want to be a pilot or others in aviation industry. Just show and do your best, show your ability and your skill to become a good pilot or other profession, and always believe the unbelievable, dream the impossible, believe in your strength, I think.
That's fantastic advice. I mean, if you can't dream, you will never get anywhere.
Yeah.
You have
Yes,
to dream. Tell us a little bit about your book. What was the title of your book?
my book is, the title is Ironbird Monika.
Ironbird Monika. And is it in English?
In English.
Okay.
But in Indonesia is Burung Besti Monika, the title, but this is translated in English.
That's fantastic. And that talks about your journey?
Then yes, my journey of the story of a female pilot who has 3 times more fighting spirit than a male pilot. That's the subtitle.
That's congratulations on that. I mean, you have to have 3 times more fight than the men, don't you, to get to where you are?
Yeah, hopefully.
And what do you see in your future? What would you like to do in the future?
In the future, I have a dream that maybe I can write a second book, on maybe become a motivator or reach a higher position, maybe, but hopefully.
Maybe all of
do
that.
it. Yeah.
Maybe everything.
I mean, Caroline.
Okay, what is higher than captain? What would the next position be for you?
Before captain is
after captain. What comes after captain?
No, the captain is the higher position in a pilot. But maybe I can be a instructor maybe.
Okay.
But other position in management maybe. I don't know.
Dreaming big.
Yeah, dreaming. Just start with a dream.
Yes, I mean that's fantastic, Monika. I think you are an inspiration to any girls wanting to strive for something like that. The fact that you did a different degree and had a different dream, but still pursued then your pilot dream, even though it wasn't possible to find a job immediately, that's dedication. That's perseverance.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And your parents must be quite proud.
Yes, I hope.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Monika. And we wish you, I shall go and look up your book. And I wish you every success with your future, the next book, the next step, instructor, whatever is coming next. Motivational speaker, definitely, I can see that.
Hopefully, thank you, Caroline.
So thank you very much indeed for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Caroline, for this opportunity, and thank you for having me today.
A pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you.